Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Black Legend with me, Bring It On. I wonder if I checked this last episode. I think I did. Let's pick a fight with these guys. With my new immunity to critical hits. How do I want to do this? I forgot what he's mastering. I think it was hit and run, so I probably need to swap his weapon out. Alright, so yeah, anticipation for that evasion chance, and then we'll use... Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use Venom Sting instead. Multi-shot. That's annoying. Alright, where's it at? Sanctuary. Oh, it doesn't hit those two. Yeah, it has to have line of sight. Oh, I'm curious if it works through the fog. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just get swinging. That'd be a really good time to have Cleave on Ennius, considering how the enemies are lining up around us. But I don't think it's meant to be. So let's just go over here, we'll Catalyzing Strike, probably this guy. Then Stomach Punch this guy. Behind him, we'll give him the old... Well, so needs anticipation, because I want to master that. Rather use surprise attack, but... No dice here. There we go. He's dead on his next turn, or on our next turn. Alright, that works for me. Yeah. Use Blade Flurry on him, might. Not quite enough to kill him. That's actually really nice. I'm gonna use Panacea to fix him up. Or fix her up. On Martin's next turn. Then she can just go and use Catalyzing Strike. Not quite enough, though. Alright, regardless, he's dead on his next turn. Because of the burn damage. It's actually going to work out nicely, because then we use Panacea on her, heal her up, and then he should be able to finish him off with the very least the Throwing Dagger. Actually, probably don't have to do anything, we're just going to wait it out. Yeah, he just dies to the burning. Right, a lot of items that I'm never going to use, it seems. My plan initially was to use all of my throwing knives, then I was going to start using grenades and stuff, but they keep just throwing so many throwing knives at me, I'm never going to run out. Oh no. Oh, something they're going to turn around. Son of a gun. Alright, this is fine. We can make it work. Let's see. I'll try to change his weapon again. After this fight, for sure. Probably. I still hasn't mastered this yet. Alright, this actually works out because I can use Sanctuary and just buff everybody up real fast. I don't know if it's going to hit Martin. It did not. Well, that's disappointing. I want that ability. I want Trigger Happy really bad for a lot. It's probably Rage Up. Eh, that's fine. And he does so much damage it doesn't really matter. Alright, I could finish him off. I'm gonna let Martin finish him off. I'm gonna go over here and finish this guy off. Or at least put in some work. Then Martin, use anticipation first. Then flank around this guy. And finish him. Oh, he was exhausted, so he doesn't have 3 action points. I did not take that into consideration. That's okay. I'm gonna trap this guy right here in the corner. At the same time protecting both their backs from this guy, the Buccaneer. So I wonder if I have to be change the Buccaneer class for Trigger Happy. I'm assuming so. I don't think the enemies can cross class. But I could be wrong. Alright. Let's see about finishing this guy off. Easy peasy. Alright. So many consumables. Alright, let's see here. So he's still working on adaptability. She needs the weapon that my main character is using. He's done with this, so we can swap him to the Steel Greatsword. Was the Flamberge new? It is. Regardless, let's swap him to that for Overwhelm. Only costs 2, so you can use that with Stomach Punch. Then he mastered all of these abilities, so we can swap him to a different class. The Plague Doctor, because he has a new ability, there, I think, to learn. Or like this, because this unlocks all the abilities for him. And the Plague Doctor, I think, also has the best skill growth, S+. Yeah, I don't think you can beat that, so... We'll keep him as a Plague Doctor for now, just for the skill growth. I don't think there's anything else that he needs to learn. Let me double check, though. The Dragoon, but he mastered... Well, he hasn't mastered these. I don't really care about it, so I'm not going to swap into it. I don't think it's worthwhile. Yes, I don't have triple shot unlocked on the Buccaneer yet. Steel energy and nimble strikes. What is steel energy? What teaches it? I don't have it unlocked here, so I can't select it and see what weapon unlocks it. Alright, we'll just stick with the Plague Doctor for now. If I ever find that weapon that unlocks steel energy for him, I'll swap him back to the rogue class. I watched a Tire 2 and an Ivory Portrait. Golden Lace Scalpel. Catalyzing gold on an enemy will remove all positive and negative status effects on the user and the enemy, dealing damage for each one removed. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... Baby's Breath. Flowers commonly placed on graves to mourn the dead, said to be capable of temporarily granting the innocence of a baby when ingested. And Torn Cape. Torn piece of fabric commonly used for capes. Despite the wear on it, the quality of the material has resisted time quite well. The dark color hides the blood it absorbed through the ages. So I don't see that. Was it a weapon? It kind of looked like a gun. Ivory Portrait. A beautiful rifle with a handle made of pure ivory. Carved upon it are multiple portraits of people. It is uncertain if these people are family members of the owner, or the faces of the victims of this weapon. Is this like a unique weapon? Perform a critical hit on a target will also damage enemy units adjacent to that target. Alright, well hey. We just found her a new weapon. $45. Yeah, it's the highest damaging weapon we have, plus 20% skill. Yeah, it's straight better. Alright, we'll take that for now. It teaches Shell Shock. I mean, why not? I will need to remember to swap her back to the Inquisitor class when my main character is done with his current weapon. I'm not sure which way I need to go. Am I just walking over dead bodies on the ground? That's a little disrespectful. Over from this side. That's fine. I'm gonna go there and pick a fight with those guys anyway. So we'll circle back around and... Oh, I thought these are enemies that came back, but no, these are my buddies. Me compadres. Let's do a quick save. I keep checking that door. Still can't go into the well. That's fine. I want to find a way to... Let's go ahead and do that. One more shortcut. we go. I put her there. Easy peasy. Let's rage up first. A little extra damage can go a long way. Kinda wish he got his turn first. I would've got more healing off of him. But that's okay. Or he barely heals him. We'll just trank him, I guess. Alright, move her back a smidge. Well. Oh geez. Alright, she's doing some serious damage. I respect it. I think Sanctuary is probably the best thing. Yeah, let's just do Sanctuary. These guys are not putting up a fight at all. It's embarrassing for them. I do want to heal this guy up a bit, so let's just do some healing. Alright, he is dead on our next turn, no matter what. The old catalyzing strike. Plenty of bloodstained nails that I don't need to use. Yeah, I was concerned about this when I selected my difficulty when I started the game. The game is just getting too easy. Another medium breastplate 3. I've kind of outgrown that armor at this point. So especially back around to the graveyard. We've already, I think, explored that whole area. There was that one section I couldn't get to. That light's on, this light's on over here. Hold on, let's see if I can open it from this side. Alright, so we got that shortcut. I still don't think we can get into this section of the graveyard. Yeah. The other side is locked by a contraption. This side we can't open from this side.
Ah, more disturbers of the graves. Even the dead cannot find peace in these streets. The soul departs, yet the body still has purpose in the hands of the Mephistians. Even their own are never laid to rest, but taken away for what I could assume to be the most unholy of acts. Do not lend yourself to such atrocities, stranger.
I have no intent on robbing the graves. I'm looting the this world's version of the East India Company. A Khaleej and Conqueror Armor 2. It's only for the commander. An exotic weapon from a southern nation. The design became quickly popular in these regions. The hooked curve greatly increases cutting power, which was utilized extensively by the elite forces of the original nation. As such, these blades were crafted at an extremely high price. Not going to worry about the ability yet, because I'm not quite to the commander class yet. In due time. So I've already been down here. How did I come down here and not go over there? Must have come from there. Okay, well that was weird. Or did we come from this direction? Yeah, we come from here. We went this way into the graves. Okay, I know where we're at. Let's get a little turnaround. So have I explored down here yet? I think that I have. Yeah, okay. This place isn't as big as I thought. Doesn't mean I haven't missed something, but yeah, we're back on track. How close am I to finishing? Still a ways off. Halfway. So we open this up. Went through here. A lot of helmets laying around. I feel like I could put to good use. I like this cannon. This cannon looks like it's in working order. And this one, we could roll those up and... I wonder what they were holding back here. That's a lot of cannon. Let's take back to the city center. Alright, so we're done with the graveyard district. We need to go back to the... well, city center and the merchants guild. So let's go back to the city center first, talk to Arsene. Then we can return to the merchants guild with the baby's breath. Alright, I need to pick a fight. I think he's to the east. Oh, jeez. Not trying to fight you guys. I don't want this. I'm a little trapped. There's got to be a way to avoid combat on the way back. Let's see. What does this tell me? So to the east, church district. Yeah, because he was right outside the church district, I think. So yeah, he is to the east. Alright, doesn't look like there's going to be a way to get past these guys without fighting. Unless I do it like that.
Found something. A torn piece of cloth amidst a bloodbath. Well, it looks special, that much is certain. Johan can probably make better light of this. Best you take it to him. This seems to confirm my suspicions about that massive creature. No mere human could fight that many opponents. Best we get out of here for now. I don't want to add my corpse to that pile.
Alright, so we do go back to the Merchant's Guild for the main quest anyway, so this works out. How convenient. If only I remembered how to get back there. I need to find a sign. Honestly, I do like the sign system in this game. The only reason I want a map is to make sure I didn't miss any corners, like this, and any items. But for navigation, I do like actually having to use the signs to get around the city. I like Morrowind in that regard. I like having to use the tools the game provides. I'm a big fan of games when they offer torches and lanterns, actually having areas you need to use those in. As I'm going to use the Elder Scrolls as another example of that, where you have caves and dungeons, but you have access to torches and things, but you don't need them because none of the caves or dungeons are that dark. You know, the Khajiit have Night Eye as an inherent ability, at least in Skyrim, and you don't need to actually use it. It's one of their perks, that and increased unarmed damage. Let's see, to the Counter District is west. It's wasted potential. Give me like a properly dark dungeon that I have to, either exchange a weapon for a torch or a shield for a torch. Oh geez. I mean, it's just dogs. I guess we can fight them. Screw it. Oh well, never mind. Here we go. Another good example, so when I played Morrowind back in the day, I had it for the Xbox because I didn't have access to a PC, or a PC version of the game anyway. And my copy of the disc was messed up in a way because I had bought it used. That, well, I had a couple problems with it. One, I had to use, or in order to load my old game, I had to start a new game every time. And if anyone's ever played the Xbox version of Morrowind, those load times are miserable. I'll just swing at this guy. So not only I had to start a new game, and then I had to load my other game from the new game that I started every time. Which took like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to do. And then also my in-game map didn't work. The in-game map in Morrowind, which you need to navigate because it doesn't have waypoints or anything like that, was just completely blacked out. Didn't work. It would show my indicator where I was at, but it would not show anything else on the map. So I actually had to use the paper map that came with the game. Luckily, the used copy I had still had the map that came with the game initially. And I had to use that to navigate around Morrowind, which is really cool. It's a cool experience. And I like when you actually have to use the tools that the game provides to play the game. I'll lacerate and rusty needle this guy. Then you should be able to finish him off, right? Awesome. Alright, then we finish this guy off and move on to the Merchant's Guild. Still hasn't mastered that. He's getting close with Overwhelm. Then we'll give him the Bouge. Do we have that? Oh, we do. I completely missed that. The Executioner and the Marauder. How many times? It says I have two of them. I don't remember picking that up at all. Otherwise known as a dagger axe, the entire weapon is made of metal, making it unbearably heavy at this size. In battle, however, it is said that no armor smith has been able to create plate armor capable of resisting its blows when paired with the right wielder. Okay. Sounds neat. I had no idea I had that weapon. It's interesting because it shows me that other ability on my rogue class. It doesn't tell me what weapon teaches that. When I looked at the class itself, it didn't tell me what weapon I needed to learn that that ability, not that class. Alright, so just straight to the west. Easy peasy. Back to the Merchant's Guild, turn in both these quests. I did not check him, did I? Well, I mastered that. Yeah, the Plague Doctor is the best. Well, no, there's nothing for him to master. What am I saying? Regardless, the Plague Doctor gives him the best skill growth, which is what I'm worried about. So first a side quest.
Got everything? Hand it over then. The concoction needs a hair from the person you're giving it to, so while you were busy, I did you a favor and snagged the last ingredient from a cultist in the church district. All you need to do is knock them unconscious and shove it down their throat.
Okay. Got Serum of Truth. Take down the cultists at St. Nicholas Church Graveyard in the Church District to use the potion.
You've returned as well. Arsene reported here a while ago. I'll make sure to count my blessings this day. I was worried I'd lose you all. Arsene mentioned you have something I should have a look at. The fabric. This color. It belongs to him. No mistake there. My dear friend. Now a pawn of the cult. Apologies. This cloth is part of a cloak worn by my old friend, Pierce. Like Christian, he was a council member, overseeing justice and military affairs. During the pandemonium, Christian attempted to flee the city by ship. Pierce, however, took up his sword. Tried to protect the fleeing citizens by cutting down those who succumbed to the fog. Seems he wasn't able to resist it himself. Couldn't help but look up to the man, both due to his size and prowess in battle. Even after his arm was severed by a gunshot, he managed to keep his head up high, and trained to fight left-handed instead. I'm certain the creature Arsene described is Pierce, roaming the streets. We can't guarantee safe passage to civilians while he's on the prowl. I think he's the reason none of the mercenaries made it back. If they didn't succumb to the fog, Pierce must have struck them down. I ask you, please, end his misery. Don't let him be a pawn of the fog any longer. Peculiar. Why hasn't he attacked your group yet? Perhaps it's best not to question such an advantage, but exploit it. Pierce had a sixth sense for seeing strength and honor in people he met. If that sense hasn't been dulled, maybe he has observed your talents from a distance. Whatever remains of his old self has decided to leave you be as a sign of respect. This is all speculation, of course, but it's all I can provide for you. The Graveyard District holds a tomb with a special ceremonial blade, representing bravery and honor. Place it in a location fit for combat, and Pierce will recognize it as an invitation to a duel. Give him a moment, and he will await you. Then, give him the send-off he craves.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. Let's check inventory, see if...
What can I do for you? A good friend of mine decided to camp out in the shipyard district. Received a message from him some time ago about a crate of metal fit for assembling gun parts. Fetch it for me, and I will whip up some firearms for you. You'll find the smell of gunpowder quite intoxicating, trust me.
I already have what I need for that, don't I?
It's in the eastern area of the shipyard district. Back in the day, not many people willingly crossed the bridge. It remains one of the shady areas of Grant. What can I do for you? You're back, and you brought the medal. Wonderful. Every bullet you put in a Mephistian is well worth it. What can I do for you? Heard strange explosions in the shipyard district. Willing to bet my entire stock that's my old friend Victor Mercer. Can't find a better pyrotechnician in Grant. Nor would you find a crazier man untouched by the fog. Claimed the Merchant's Guild building wasn't safe enough for his experiments. Too easy to blow up the gates. He scampered to an empty checkpoint house across the bridge instead. I think his services could be very useful to you. But he's not the most trusting type. Take this tea to him. His payment for the tip about the medal for the guns. I only know his favorite flavor, so that should hopefully break through his mistrusting nature. His mental instability you will have to face alone, though. Just like I did.
Alright, so I know where that's at. That's the guy, we spoke to him, he just said he's going to blow everything
Victor
up.
worked as an alchemist's apprentice when he was young. He discovered his aptitude for working with gunpowder and other explosives, and quickly earned quite the reputation. Over the years, his invention steadily became more stable than his own mind. A bit of a sad sight, but the quality of his goods is unmatched. What can I do for you? Victor worked as an What can I do for you? Come back and we'll...
And I wanted to look at your shop.
What can I do for you?
Absolutely nothing good. We have all these already. There's really no reason to ever shop, it seems.
Come back and we'll...
What can I help you with? Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, whatever. Alright. Any new quests over here?
What do you require, friend of the claw?
Nope.
Keep the wind.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to call the episode here. Off camera, I'm going to go to the shipyard district, and we'll speak to Victor at the customs house. Again, I know where that's at. Well, at least I remember the encounter. I don't remember exactly where it's at. And then in the next episode, next episode we'll start there, then we'll knock out this other side quest, the Black Death. And everything else is waiting for us to go to the slums district. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.